Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Here today to talk about this conjunction here with Mars and Saturn. When I look at this conjunction, oh, and at 22 degrees, very interesting. I mentioned in my Aries new moon video that synchronicities and numbers catch my eye. So that this definitely catches my eye, and the fact that the nodes of the moon are at 22 degrees, which I'll talk about in a minute. But uh, Saturn and Mars together makes me think of fire and ice. Saturn can cool things down, restriction, responsibility, delays, frustrations, fears. Mars wants to take action, wants to move. Could be anger, could be aggression, even passion. Whatever it is, Saturn is saying, whoa, not so fast. So if you're experiencing some kind of frustrating delay, this could be why. This could affect the community. We could have some kind of restriction, being handed down, from, a government agency, kind of like, China shutting down. If it's a relationship, we could have a cooling off of a relationship in some way or a break of a relationship. Uh, if we're talking about our actions during the day, we want to be careful of things like car accidents or accidents in general that could cause us physical harm. Um, when Mars was transiting my grandson's ascendant, and he has Saturn right near his ascendant, he broke his leg. And that was sudden. And in Aquarius, um, the action that is taken usually is pretty sudden and unexpected. On the flip side of that, could have some good things happen. We could be taking some constructive action to build something, really strong, like maybe we're building a house. Um, or starting a project that requires us really to focus in on something. And it's not something that we can do quickly, but something that is worth putting the time and the effort in. That would be a good expression of a Saturn and Mars conjunct. Um, another thing I was thinking about when I was thinking about this conjunction, and a really good example, a little bit extreme, but a really good example, is the Game of Thrones. I love the Game of Thrones. I've watched the episodes a couple of times, and some of them more than a couple of times. But Saturn conjunct Mars reminds me a little bit of the end of the season after Dany takes King's Landing, and she's in the throne room at the very end, and John comes in, and he has just had this conversation with Tyrion about what's good for all of the people. And he goes in to talk to her, and she says to him, build, break the wheel with me, come and build a world that is good, we'll do it together. And he says to her, um, how do you know it's good? And she says, because I know. And he said, well, what about all the other people that think they know what's good? And she said, they don't get to choose. And then we know what happened, obviously. He took an action that he felt was necessary and responsible. Mars in Aquarius can be a little bit self-serving. Its intention is to take action on behalf of society and bring people together. Hopefully, that's the good expression. And logically, they believe that their plan is the way. But Mars in Aquarius can, at times, take action um, that is really self-serving. That can be at the expense of everybody else. And so that's a really good example that came to my mind of Saturn conjunct Mars in Aquarius. So a little extreme, but I love the Game of Thrones, and I thought it was a really good example. So we have this, just a couple more things. 22 degrees of Aquarius squaring the nodes of the moon that are transiting South Node Scorpio, North Node Taurus. So Saturn is also karmic. The nodes are karmic, bringing up, bringing out issues that we need to deal with. Pluto rules Scorpio, South Node Scorpio. Pluto's very powerful. If things are destined to come up, fated to be presented in front of us right now, to either let go of them, deal with them, whatever that might be, it's probably going to happen. We know that Pluto is very powerful. So, I think we're all going to get hit by this nodal transit in the next year and not quite a half. If you have planets or points in Scorpio or Taurus, you definitely will have to deal with the nodes of fate. So just, keep an eye out. Chances are, you already know, based on how you're being nudged, what might be coming up for you. This particular transit, though, in Aquarius, it could feel very sudden. The good news is we also have Jupiter and Neptune in Pisces, almost conjunct, and in Pisces they're very comfortable. They are also making an aspect to the nodes, harmonious aspects, a sextile, which is very Venusian, and a trine, which will flow very easily. So, if we find ourselves in a frustrating situation or in a bit of a pickle because, something's come up that's, causing us fears or frustrations, we have Jupiter and Neptune there in Pisces that can offer us, some kind of deliverance, from above. Hopefully, some grace, some luck. Jupiter can give us a little nugget, a few nuggets of luck. So we do have some divine intervention there, and hopefully we all see a little bit of that. We have a conjunction coming up. Neptune and Jupiter that I'll be talking about. It's a really, really exciting and a big conjunction for the month of April, and I'm putting something together for that. But I wanted to come on today and talk about this conjunction with Saturn and Mars. Should be interesting. Drop down in the comments if you've already had something that is a good description going on in your life that looks like Saturn and Mars could be the the culprit, or just throw down your take in the comments on Saturn and Mars conjunct. I'd love to hear it. Thanks for coming back. I appreciate you being here. Please like, subscribe, and share if you haven't. I will see you next time. Take good care. Bye.